Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. I hope that you are doing amazing. Today we have another full face of a beauty brand, and the brand that we'll be focusing on today is going to be Catrice Cosmetics. I have a ton of goodies that I have picked up over here. We have concealer, eyeshadow palettes, foundation, powders, mascara, lip stuff. We have literally an entire full face, if you will, to be able to test out and rate. So I will be rating each product based on whether I love it, I like it, or I think it's okay. So if you would like to see the products that I'm going to be using on my medium worn skin and seeing what ratings we give to each product, well then you know what to do. Just keep on watching. Now, Catrice Cosmetics is a very affordable makeup line, but it is a bit difficult to find in store. You can't just go into Sephora or Ulta and find it. For the most part, your best luck would be to find it in a drugstore like a Walgreens or a CVS, but they are on Amazon, and that's where I purchased all my items, and they have so many goodies, and I also find that their range is a lot better. In store, I'm like, so is anybody medium or dark skin complexion gonna be able to use this? The concealer, I know years ago Tati would talk about it as being a really great foundation, but it was always so challenging to find a shade that would work for anyone darker than light. So I was really thrilled to just see a lot more options on Amazon. I mean, I still think they could do a little better with the color range, but I do feel like I was able to find something that would work for me. We'll test that out. But honestly, what drove me to wanting to even just pick Catrice and go into it is the palettes. Now, these palettes and this formula was talked about so much in so many people's best of 2023 videos. So I'm like, we need to try that. And these are only $6. Everything here, I think nothing but the foundation was $10. Everything was under $10. Like the entire full face that I have here was under $80, which is wild. $80 in Sephora is like 2 or 3 products. So enough talking, let's get right on into the first product. The first one we have here is going to be a poreless blur primer. Now, I do love blurring primers. My top 2 primers that I like to go for are gripping primers and blurring primers. I feel like those are the 2 most effective for my skin type. So we're just going to apply that quickly on the face. I do see the blurring qualities, but it does have like a very like silicone feel, and it has a weird smell. I'm not crazy about the smell. It kind of smells like paint, but I do like that it is definitely blurring and filling in those pores. So for the purpose of it being an actual blurring primer, I would say I like it. I'm not in love with it just because I'm not feeling this scent. The smell is just I do feel like it wears off as I apply the product, but not a fan of the scent. But overall, as a blurring primer, it's not bad at all. Next up, we're going to go into the HD Liquid Coverage Foundation, and this one I have in the color Golden Beige. I don't think I honestly was able to even find this prior, so I love that Amazon gave me some range. This says that it is mattifying, water and sweat proof, and it can last to 24 hours. I don't know who's wearing makeup for 24 hours, but we'll take that as a long-lasting claim. Now, it comes in a pump like this, so we're just gonna suck it up here and then just put some of it on. Let's see how the color works on my skin. Now, this one also has a scent. Honestly, I don't know if it's because I'm like a first time and a new mom to a newborn, but that smells like a diaper. It literally smells like a diaper. Gonna go in with my brush and just start to blend. Let's see how that blends out. We have a very liquidy and watery consistency, so very interested to see how that lays out on the skin. Now, the color actually matches really nicely on my skin. This is what we are looking like, and we have some coverage. Like, look at how it's covering just part of my lip. We have some coverage, and it doesn't feel heavy, which I really like. Feels light on the skin, kind of like a skin tint, but we are getting some major coverage. Now, the scent doesn't last forever. Like right now, I'm not smelling it anymore, thank God, because I'm like, I do not want to be smelling a diaper scent all the time. Like, I already smell that. But overall, and testing this out once again, and it feels like a first impressions, I'm gonna say I kind of really like this. I might even say I love it just because I really am enjoying how it feels on the skin. It looks nice and even. Like, it feels like skin. It doesn't feel like I have any foundation on. We do have some coverage. I'm just making sure that we get all of these spots around the face. Like, it looks like I literally have nothing on, but we have coverage. So I'm really enjoying that. Can't wait to add that into my collection. This is definitely my type of foundation product, something that is not super heavy, but is giving me the coverage that I need and that I want. Now, before we go into concealer, I did see that they have an under eye brightener, and this actually reminded me so much of the one that I had from Becca. And this is supposed to give you an instant awake look for underneath the eyes. Lord knows I can use that because sleep, we don't know her. I'm gonna just go into a brush and we're just gonna apply some of that underneath the eyes where we typically would have the blueness, and just kind of see how that works. I love when products are in a pot like this. For some reason, I just love the texture of those. It reminds me of the NARS Soft Matte Concealer, which is one of my favorites for spot concealing, and also even honestly underneath the eye. I just love that texture. It's always like a nice creamy formula. Now this is actually very luminous. As you can see, we have some major reflection underneath that, which I think I'm gonna enjoy. My under eyes tend to get really dry, so hydrating eye products are such a win for me. So I think that that's gonna work really nicely. Overall, I am seeing that it is covering and we are brightening underneath the eyes. I'm honestly gonna put some even over the eye as well too, because honey, dark circles are everywhere over here. But so far, I'm gonna say that I like this. I am gonna continue to use it, and I do want to see how it pairs with concealer and other items like that. But overall, I am really enjoying this. Next up, we have the True Skin High Cover Concealer. This is the concealer that I was talking to you guys about. Tati used to rave about this, and I remember wanting to get my hands on it, so I am excited to have it now. Let's see. I am a concealer girl. I love trying different concealers, especially affordable ones, and this one claims to have an 18-hour hydrating effect. And like I mentioned, hydration is what we need underneath these eyes. It also says that it is waterproof and has hyaluronic acid. So let us see. The application is very interesting. It looks really cute. It's like a kind of like a triangular effect on top, so you have a little tip to kind of just go into the spots that you need to. Already just applying it, it definitely feels like more in the watery texture, so I can definitely feel that hydration aspect, and we're not dipping back in and we are getting coverage. So far enjoying that. This step in the makeup process always looks so funny. I remember one time I had to go wet my sponge because I forgot about it, and I walk out and my husband's in the kitchen and I look like this, and I'm just like, trust the process. Trust the process. It's always so funny because we always look so insane this step, but makeup, it's a trust the process type of thing. Okay, so this is the initial blend with the brush. I am gonna go in with the sponge, but first impressions, this feels so nice and light on the skin and hydrating, which I am truly enjoying. It's pairing really well with the eye brightener underneath. The color isn't being changed. It's not like that pink is peeking through, but we are keeping that brightness underneath like bags wear. Can't wait to see it set, but it feels really nice. Coverage is definitely there. I put some over the eye, put it over the face. I really am enjoying this application and this combo. Like, so far, complexion from Catrice is really killing it, and I am going to say that I love the concealer so far. Now for contour, we have this Magic Shaper Contour and Glow Stick. This definitely reminds me of the KKW contour stick. Like, who remembers her first product that she ever launched when she did her brand? It looked pretty much just like this. Now on one side we have a contour color, and then on the other side we have a highlighter color. So really intrigued with that. This is how much product you're getting, so honestly not that much, but like I said, this is an affordable brand, and I don't think that this had a price range over $10. So let's just see how it looks. Ooh, it's definitely very pigmented, and it's not super creamy. Like, it definitely has some pull to it, but it doesn't feel extremely dry, and I like that color. I really like that color. Now that is blending out really nicely. It does take a little bit of effort just because, like I mentioned, it is a little bit more on the drier side. Like, it's not dry, but it's not super creamy. But I do think that because of that, it will have a really good lasting power. But it's blending out nicely once you take the time to really just like soften it up on the face. As you can see, it's giving a beautiful, beautiful color. And I like that this color isn't too cool or too warm, which usually is the challenge for me. I did pick up the shade medium for reference if you want to know. Okay, so just trying this for first impressions, I'm gonna say I really like this. I actually really like it. I'm not gonna say I love it just yet. I do feel like eventually it probably will get there. It did just take a little bit of blending, which honestly I don't mind, but just for the purpose of this video and for the review, it does take a little bit longer to just blend out, because like I mentioned, it isn't as creamy as a cream bronzer would be, if that makes any sense, or a cream stick would be. But it definitely blends, and I think that because of its drier consistency, it'll definitely last longer on the skin. If I can think of a comparison from just using things, I would say the Fenty contour sticks, kind of just like that drier consistency, but that still works really well on the face. Now we do have the highlighter part, but I'm going to first set the face and then we'll do that one after blush, because I do like to bring just a little bit of dewiness back into the skin. We're gonna go into the Prime and Fine mattifying powder. This also says it's waterproof. Catrice is like making a line for swimmers or something, because all their products are waterproof. We definitely need to put that to the test at one point. So as always, I'm always gonna just take my puff. We're gonna apply it over and then just take a bit of that off on the skin. And I'm very intrigued to see how this is gonna set those very hydrating products that we have on the face. I'm already seeing we do have that like brightening effect. Now I do just hope that this does not give that white cast effect, because as you can see, we definitely are having some sort of brightness underneath the eye. Now I am just pressing this one on. Now it is collecting around my nose, which I'm not a fan of. I don't know if you can tell. This color also, I'm just like, it's kind of scaring me a little bit. So I'm not entirely sure that I'm obsessed with this powder, but let's just apply it. Let's see how it works. Alrighty, so this is after applying it with the puff, and I am not liking this powder. I literally feel like I look ghostly, and I know it's a mattifying powder, but I definitely feel like it completely just took away all and any dew that I had from the foundation and from the concealer. I used to really love mattifying powders, but I'm more so into powders that set makeup but don't make me look and feel cakey and dry, and I feel like this powder will do that for me. So I'm going to say this is a no. This is a no for me. Okay, so I just zoomed it in so that you guys can see a little bit better. It literally completely broke apart all of the base that I had underneath. Like, I was loving how the base was looking, and honey, like, look at the nose. Look at how it's just collecting on the, no. Well, they can't all be wins. So let's just move on and try and hopefully save this look. The next one that we have here is the Air Blush Glow Blush. And this looks really pretty. It has a ton of different shades together. We have 3 different shades. I'm just gonna swirl that together and try and bring some life back into this dry, dull skin. I'm literally so annoyed because that base was looking so beautiful before powder, but whatever. This is why we do testing videos. I'm putting some of that blush. That color is stunning. I really love that. So just applying that where I would typically apply blush. Now it says that it is a glowing blush, and it definitely has like little particles of very micro shimmers to just give a little sheen effect, which thank goodness, because we are adding some glow and life back into the skin. I find that this is actually really pretty, so I like it a lot. I'm a blush girl, so I definitely feel like this is going to be getting used, and at an affordable price, honey, we love it. Because I feel so matte and so dry because of that powder, I'm gonna just jump into the Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. We're gonna apply some of this setting spray and hope to the good Lord that we add some life back into it. Now that I have many thoughts. This smells divine and that feels divine, and I love the spritz. It definitely has some pressure to it, but it's not super aggressive where it's just completely squirting your face. It's even, it feels really nice on the skin. So let's just press it in and let's see how that worked with the powder. So this is where we are after the setting spray has set, and I love that. I love the smell, I love the mist, and it definitely did bring back some life into the skin. Thank the good Lord. I am just not liking at all how this powder is working with anything. Like, it is just breaking apart around the nose. I'm just like, Franny, just get through the video. This is what we do reviews for. That powder is just such a big no, but I really do like this setting spray as well as the blush. Now we're gonna go back to this duo product and we're gonna apply some of the highlighter. This is what it looks like, so it's definitely gonna give a nice creamy feel. I am just gonna apply that to the skin. Wow, that looks really beautiful and reflective. I'm gonna apply it first on my hand, and then from my hand we'll start to apply it on the skin. Now, very similar to the contour part, it is more of that drier consistency, so it's not super creamy, but I feel like because it has that consistency, it's a lot easier to place. Like, it won't just get everywhere and get super messy, but you do have to give it a little bit more effort. So I would say the highlighter part I feel like it gets the job done, but I definitely have other products that I love a lot more that don't require me to do as much work as I am with this. But overall, the color is really pretty, and like I said, for an affordable duo product, you can't really go wrong with it. Now we'll jump into the part that I'm most excited for, and that is going to be the eyeshadows. We have 2 palettes here, and they look absolutely stunning. There's several others, and I think I'm gonna pick all of them up just because they look so gorgeous. But first of all, let's just open them and see how they feel. First, we have the Pure Nude eyeshadow palette, and this one, as you can tell by the name, is nudes. Look at those shimmers. That looks so nice and reflective. I'm like, I want to touch. Wow, Catrice. Oh my gosh, these feel so good. Oh wow. Okay, let's see how that looks. Wow. Oh my gosh, that just made me so excited. But I also do just want to test the matte. Let's see how the matte feels. Let's set this. Oh wow. Oh my gosh, that feels so okay. I'm so getting all of them. Wow. Oh my. Okay, just swatching, I am loving this. And $6? What? Oh my goodness, Catrice. Wow. Okay, that feels so silky. Now we also do have the Electric Rose palette, and I think this is the one that I want to go in with today. It has this really beautiful rosy tone of a color. So this is both side by side. This one has a more rosy brick pinky approach, and this one is your cool tone nudes. So let's go in with this. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I hope that they look just as beautiful on the eye because I'm already obsessed with it. We're gonna go in with this color because I'm feeling something nice and rosy. Let's just apply it on here. Okay. Excuse me, Catrice, but okay. I'm literally just like, how is this $6? How is, honestly, I don't need anything else. Just these palettes are sufficient enough for me. I now understand why this was in so many people's drugstore favorites of the year. This is making up for that awful setting powder that I applied all over the face. This is blending. Okay, so I literally just applied one color and I'm already obsessed with these palettes. Pretty much already obsessed. I can tell you that I love it already, and I only used one color. Let's go on to the next one. I'm gonna just go into this shade right here, and we're gonna just start to like lighten up a bit. I am for sure going to go in with a shimmer topper, but I do just want to put a lighter color in the front portion of the eye. Okay, so I definitely do want to go in with a shimmer. Let's do this one right here and put that towards the, wow, oh my goodness. Guys, I'm literally obsessed. I can't believe the quality of this eyeshadow palette, and we're talking $6. Oh my gosh. Wow, hands down for sure. Like, I'm not even kidding. Best drugstore palette thus far. Best drugstore palette thus far. And it's so crazy. It's the first time I'm using it, but wow. Oh my goodness. Wow, that is absolutely stunning. And I'm just applying this with my finger to add some more, because why not? I am going to go into this silvery shade right here, and I'm going to apply that just right in the center of the eye, just to add a little bit more shimmer, because I'm honestly just obsessed and loving this a ton. And I'm going to take a small pencil brush, and we're going to take the lightest shimmer and just apply that in the inner corner portion. Okay, but like, I'm loving this, and it's such a soft look. As you can tell, like, it's nothing groundbreaking, but it's the quality, man. The quality is next level. Now I am just gonna mix these two colors just to give a little bit of depth to this portion of the eye, and then we will be all done. I mean, clearly, if you haven't been able to tell from the continuous wow, I love this, this is definitely getting a I absolutely love this product, and I am so excited and I cannot wait to use it more. Now, to finish up the eyes, we have the Pure Lash Beyond Black Mascara. Let's apply a bit of that on the eye. Ooh, that is a very interesting brush head. It has a slight curve to it, so let's see what it does. Now, this is the application of the mascara. I'm gonna say it's okay. It took a little bit of work to get here, and it's still not giving me the volume that I would like. It definitely does give a nice curling effect and also some length to it, but I have other mascaras, Drugstore even, that I prefer. So this one, I'm gonna say it's okay. Now, the last product that we have here is gonna be their liquid lip balm, and packaging looks so beautiful. It's like a marble effect. It does have some shimmer and glitter in here, and I am just gonna put a bit of lip liner. This is my Huda Beauty lip contour in Sandy Beige, just to outline the outside, and we're gonna leave the rest of the lip because I do want to see how this applies. This is what she looks like. Oh, nice and glossy. It has a scent, and that scent, it smells like sunscreen. Literally, it smells like sunscreen. I actually really like that. This feels nice, and that looks gorgeous on the lips. Wow, shocking. I didn't think I would like this that much. A very interesting way of application for a lip balm, but I kind of like it because it looks like a lip gloss in the bottle, but it feels like a lip balm. But also, look at the shine that we're getting. I absolutely love that. Okay, so we have made it to the end of the video, and this is the final look using all Catrice products. As always, let me give you the rundown of the top 3 products, but in this video I'm also going to mention the item that I did not like, if you haven't noticed already. This powder is an absolute no-go for me. I don't even think I want to keep it in my collection because I am just like not a fan at all. But we'll see, maybe it'll be a good like touch-up powder in the summertime when we're oily. I don't know, but this is a absolute no-go. But the number one item, of course, that I'm just like highly recommending is these. Like, get your hands on them. They feel so buttery and silky. Like, that's the only way to be able to describe them. And the fact that they're only $6 and they feel better than high-end, they feel better than a lot of palettes that are in Sephora that are literally 5, 6, 7 times the amount of money that this costs. This is definitely such a staple. I feel like it'll be perfect for someone who knows how to do makeup, who's done makeup for years, but also someone who's just learning. You can use your fingers to blend it. They're soft, they're silky. Like, I can't tell you any more good things about this. The second item I'm gonna say is the foundation. I can't wait to use this a bit more. I really just loved how lightweight it was on the skin, kind of giving me a skin tint feel, but giving sufficient coverage. So I'm really excited to have this in my collection, and also to use it mixed with other products, continue to use it in different temperatures for different events, for more glam every day, just to test it out and see how it plays out. But overall, loved this one and would highly recommend it. And then the last product that I'm going to say I loved is the concealer. I loved how hydrating it was underneath the eyes before we applied the powder. It looked really nice, luminous, and it feels good. It doesn't feel dry, it doesn't feel cakey. It blended nicely, it provided really good coverage, and I really do want to see how it lasts. Both of them have claims of long-lasting, waterproof, all of these great things, so I really am excited to just continue to try both of those complexion products. Now, all the other products, with the exception of the mascara, I really did like. I love how this smells, and I'm not big on scented setting sprays, but I really loved how that one smelled, and also how it just like made everything come back to life. I enjoyed the color of the contour stick. It is, like I mentioned, a bit on the drier side, but still workable and blendable, which I really enjoyed. The blurring primer, great for what it's worth. I really did enjoy the eye brightener, so I'm excited to continue to use that one, as well as the blush. Well guys, that concludes this video. That concludes a full face of Catrice Cosmetics. Let me know down below which product piqued your interest and what brand I should do next. Like I mentioned, I have a ton of brands that I want to be able to do, drugstore and high-end, to just be able to see what's the best of the best, what should we keep an eye out for, and share with the rest of you guys. So as always, thank you for being here, thank you for watching my video, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.